Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video I'll be opening and assembling bags number 5 of the Lego Bugle set, which is Lego set 76178. It's a modular skyscraper building. This is the front of the box, this is the back of the box, and it comes with 25 different Spider-Man characters. Just show you that quickly before it tips. There we go, we'll get rid of the box. It's a very big set and I'm only on bags number 5, so we'll get going. I've got it bookmarked here. Got a little bag of bits here. We'll start off by opening the bags. I will show you the rest of the building before, but at the end. This part of the build is primarily a taxi cab, a driver and the Sandman. So fortunately it's not another building level. Some of these bits seem to want to stay in the bag, so and it also contains some large industrial wheelie bins as well. So we start off by, we've got the base for the Sandman, which is your standard Lego base, your standard Lego Hydro Man, Reed Richards type base, like so. I'm experimenting with a new camera angle today, so I do apologise. If you have any comments or feedback on that, do feel free to leave them at the end of the video. There's Sandman's body, Marco Flint. There's his head. Only comes with one face. Got a slightly disgruntled looking face. This set does have seem to have a lot of heroes and villains, all converging on Daily Bugle at the same time, which I don't think would really please Mr. Jameson. So we have a hairpiece for Marco Flint, like so. Put him over there, and we're looking for got taxi cabs, got a flat cap. There's our taxi driver. Our taxi driver is called Barney the cab driver. Very original name. Got basically a standard. He's got like a hooded jacket on and a light green pair of trousers. Put them over there for the time being. Start off by building the taxi cab. We start off with one of these, and a 2x8, 2x4. And we attach the main chassis bit, which is this bit here, on here like so. Next we get the other chassis, the other axle bit. Which should be a reddy brown piece and a greeny grey piece go on here. They go on there like so. bit goes on there like that. That's our chassis so far. To flip this over, a couple of black upside down circular pieces. Go on there like so. Then we turn this over and we need 2 of these. Two of the silvery grey stud pieces, like that. And 2 yellow 6x1s. Make one that goes like that. You make one that goes on the other side, so that goes opposite way round, like so. Got those bits go on there like that. Now we've got to put the exhaust pipe on, which is a old-fashioned pistol piece they've used. Similar to, I think it's similar to what they use with the Dick Turpin figure. They put into one of the minifigure series. So that bit, the exhaust bit goes on there like so. Now we need 2 of these pieces. One of these. It's a 2x1 in red. And a black right angle piece like this. I'll need a brick separator. Which doesn't really seem to be doing its job very well. Yeah, just use my nail instead, what's left of it. Now, as you like building Lego, don't overly cut your nails. So there we go, that's what we got so far. We've got a grey steering wheel to go on. A yellow right angle piece and another red 2x1 goes on there like so. Then you've got a grey 4x2 standard brick and a yellow 2x2 plate, like so. It goes on the front there. So we're going to put the bricks. We've got 2 of these 2x1s to go on, and 4 of these pieces, of the what I call the upside down roofing pieces. Give the other one now, there we go. So we put these upside down roofing pieces on the yellows on the sides. And we got put stickers 24 and 25 on the sides of the cab. Try and do this a bit carefully. Just make sure the sticks are facing the same way. There we go. You see it says taxi and it's got a Lego man trying to hail a taxi cab. So got that bit done. Now we put the 4 wheel arches on, which are these pieces here. This is very similar to a Speed Champions build. Anyone who's ever built a Speed Champions vehicle will know the sort of time it takes. That's due to the complexity of the build. There we go, got the wheel arches on the cab now. Next we've got to make the rear lighting panel. So we need one clear flat stud. One grey stud, one yellow one, no, 2 yellow ones, I do apologise. We have a black right angle piece like so. A dark green 4x2, a yellow 6x1, a grey 6x1, and a grey 6x1 flat. Just to finish it off, we need one of these pieces here, which is a 4x1 with 2 studs with a stud at each end. So we start off with this piece here. Got sticker number 27 on here, which is the taxi number plate, which is Alpha Foxtrot Alpha 0015. Oh, nearly. Not quite as central as it could be, but I'm not going to try and pull it off. So there's your number plate on there. So you put the grey one on the left hand side, the clear one on the right hand side. Attach that to the top of the black right angle piece, like so. there's two of these apparently. Missed that. Apparently there's two of these right angled pieces. Thought there was something a bit wrong there. Next got to make the bumper, which is two grey 6x1s and a grey flat piece like that, and the yellow 6x1 goes on the back bit here with a couple of the I think it's the orange side lights because I can only see the yellow ones, so they are actually a different colour, so I'll make sure. So we get a picture of the taxi cab. I think this might be a coloration issue, so I'll be able to rectify it later if I need to. So, as I don't see the orange one, so I think that's the right colour scheme on there. As you can see, I've used the slightly more sand coloured ones. And then you put the 4x2 on there like so. And that goes on the back there, so you've got the lights and the number plate on the back there, so like so. We've got a yellow 6x1 with like what looks like an engine bit on the back there, like so. Then a grey 4x1 goes on the back. The exhaust bit does seem to be coming off a bit here, so have that sticking out a bit, I think that'll be alright. Then we have a couple of yellow right angle pieces which go around here. I'll show you this in a minute. Like so. Then another 4 of those corner pieces go on to support the chassis. So I'll find the other yellow corner piece, and there we go. Then you put a grey 3x2 on the front. And you've got 2 4x1s go on the back. There's the other 4x1. The 1x1s go on there. Couple of grey curved piece goes on the back. I'm not sure where the passengers are going to go in this cab, but that's another problem for another day. A grey 4x1 flat piece. It should be in here somewhere. There we go. Got that it goes on the back there. Now we've got to make the bit that goes on the back here. So we start off with a yellow 4x1 brick. Attach some of the yellow curved pieces. Then some yellow right angled pieces. Like so. And that bit there goes on the back there, as you can see, it looks starting to take shape. Now we've got to make the lights that go on the back, which should be red. So I need 4 of the red dots. Two of these pieces here. Whilst I'm looking for that, I'll look for the other pieces. So we need a 3x1 flat and a yellow 2x1 flat. I'll stick the wheels over here for the time being, so they won't be in the way. And it should make the other bricks easier to spot, he said optimistically. There we go, found it. So we start off by putting the 3x1s on the back, then the 2x1s. Putting the red dots on the yellow studded 2x1 curved pieces like that. Then they go on the back of the cab like that. So it's starting to look like a New York cab already. Don't know what the proper name for the New York cab is, or what make or model it is, but like most of them have names and they're made by certain companies, so. And let's get the pieces from it. So next we have 4 of these. and 2 of the mini roofing pieces. These bits go on here like so. Next we need 2 of these. 2 of the upward facing hook attachment pieces. Just trying to find the other one at the moment. And one, no, it's just one of those and a normal stud. So a square stud piece. There we go. Got, hang on. Yeah, I'm struggling to read the instructions, which isn't good. So I'll show you how you do it properly in a minute when I've got this brick off. There we go. So those pieces go on there like that, as you can see, hopefully. And then you need 4 more of those yellow pieces that we just used before. So it's 4 more of these. And 2 Technic Lego Blacks connector pieces. Here's the other one. So use the black connector pieces to put them together like that. Then they go on the front like that, obviously to create the headlight effect. And a nice bit of styling again. As you can see, there we go. Now we will make the front of the taxi cab. So you start off with a black 4x2, a grey 6x1 goes on the bottom parts, a couple of grey shiny vent pieces go on there, then you put sticker number 27 on the front, just a number plate again. This goes on the left hand side of the bumper. And again, it's Alpha Foxtrot Alpha 0015. Maybe that stands for Amazing Fantasy 15, which was the first issue Spider-Man appeared in. So that's just an assumption and a guess. So anyone who agrees with me, do feel free to, or disagrees, do feel free to put the comments at the end of the video. Now we've got to use two of these pieces here. Make sure I do these pieces right, so I have a history of I have a bit of history with these pieces, so we're going to make the headlights. You've got some of these Technic Lego studs, and they've got like a little, a slightly slightly narrow bit on the end. So you put some clear studs on the front for headlights. Like so. And these go in here. Should just stay in place. So there's our taxi cab so far. Looking quite good so far. Then we've got a stand-in plate for a figure, like so. Always a handy piece to have. A yellow double lamp piece. For some reason it's not going in, so hang on, it's all moved. Seems to be a slight connection issue here. I'm just trying to get it's better, all back together again. Gotta love Lego. So you put a double bit on the front there with a couple of shiny grey studs. On the front there, that'll be where the engine would go. Next you've got some 3x1 flat pieces. And should be a 2x2 in yellow, goes on the front where the bonnet's going to be. Then you've got a couple of these curved yellow pieces with some more styling on the front. Then a aerial goes on one side. And what is either a wing mirror or a horn. Seem to put the hook on the wrong way. It's not very helpful. Call that a wing mirror. So you've got a wing mirror on one side. Next we've got to make the roof of the taxi. So we start off with a yellow 4x2. Attach two of these curved pieces on here. And two more of these yellow 3x2s. Some 3x1 flat pieces go on. And a couple more of the yellow. That's the roof of the cab. Then you've got two windscreen pieces which go on the end here. This is a nice little build in itself, and it's completely separate from the. And the roof goes on the cab like that, and it does look quite nice. There you go, could almost sell that in another box, I think. But next you've got to do the taxi sign on the top, which is it should be a black 2x1 standard brick, which I can't see, but I'm pretty sure is here. There we go, not looking hard enough, as always. And we have some of these right angle pieces which go on there. One of these like right angle pieces like they use on the Falcon figure, or if you've got to make a jetpack or something. And a couple of yellow lights on the side. Then you put sticker number 3 on each side. These stickers say taxi. Put the one on the other side. There we go, that's our little taxi sign that goes on the top. That goes on there. Then we put the wheels on. This should be nice and easy to make, just telling which way they go on. The wheels go on this way round, not the fancy spokes, just the plain old steels. The exhaust doesn't like to stay on too well on this vehicle, I'm finding, but try and reattach it. Got the exhaust going out slightly sideways on it, and there's our taxi cab. Quite a smart little build that, I think. We'll put Barney in his taxi cab. It does have the, it doesn't really have a lot of room for passengers in it, unfortunately, but still quite a nice little build. So I'll put that over here. Next we've got to build the Sandman's attack, that will be his attack platform. So we start off with that. Got a couple of light green 4x2s go on here, like so. Never really built one of these because the Sandman hasn't never been one of. The Sandman is one of those characters I've had interesting. A bit of a love-hate relationship with him, because he is quite cool in some ways, but Marvel turned him sort of good / anti-hero at one point, and then they reverted him back. So he was an Avenger at one point as well. So put some like mini roofing pieces on. This is like to make it look a little bit craggy. Nearly lost a bit there. That would have been worth a watch, worth a laugh. That bit goes on there like so. We're going to make this look a bit craggy. I'll put a couple more of these roofing pieces on. Got another one on there like so. Next we've got a light green 2x2 brick, followed by two of the 2x1 roofing pieces, the standard ones, and one more of the mini ones. These bits go on here like so. Try and show you this as best I can. Next you've got to put the bits on the side bits here. So we start off with a grey angled piece like that. That should have some, that either it will have some movement, or then a dark green mini angled flat piece like that. A ball joint piece goes on there. A dark green 2x2 flat piece, and then a right angle piece goes on the top here. So it should look like that. And that piece goes on the side there like that. Then you've got to put the one on this side here. So we start off with one of the angling pieces like that. A dark green 3x2. A ball joint. And then a dark green flat piece and a dark green angle piece goes on like that, I think, based on the instruction. And that bit there goes on this side here, on this end here, like so. Next you've got to do the one on this side here. So here. You start off with one of these, you have your mini wing piece goes on here. A ball joint piece goes on here. A 2x2 flat goes on here, and a right angled piece goes on like that. And that goes on this side here, like so. Now we've got to do the one we haven't done yet. Start off with the pivot piece, and then a dark green 3x1, a ball joint, a mini roofing piece, a mini wing piece, and two of the right angle pieces going at opposite angles, like so. And that's our base so far. That's a Sandman base that we'll sort of make sure that's the right way around for building. Now we've got to build the pieces that go on the ball joint pieces. So got one of these. So you've got a female connector and a mini wing piece that goes in here. Then you make three more. So you got the female connector and a 2x2. These bits go on the ball joints there. So all the ball joints are covered, as you can see. So you've got a bit of movement there. I do like as anyone knows, anyone who watches my videos regularly will know I like my Lego sets to have movements. So next we've got to put the get this the right way around. Put the base of the pivot on the top there. Then a couple of these angle pieces go on here. Like so. And next we make the pivot piece so Sandman can move. So we start off with one of these. We should have 4 of these corner lamp pieces. I think there are a couple of yellow ones, so soon find out if I put the wrong ones on the cab. Then we got to put 4 of these pieces on. Then you've got a greeny grey goes on the end here, and a angle piece goes on here. And that bit there goes on there like so. So this is going to be moving all over the shop when it's good. Oh, we've lost one of the side bits already. I think this may be obviously got to be a bit careful with this, so there we go, we've got that bit so far. To prevent that from happening again, I'm going to be a bit more careful. So you've got a pivot base piece goes on there. I've got to make another one of these up. So somehow the instructions do say, I don't think it's going to matter the fact I put the slightly different colours on the cab, because no one's going to really notice, and I might change it. I might change it later when I've done the build. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this piece here and then put the yellow lamp pieces on here. As you can see, there's 2 yellow ones on there that should have gone on the cab, but the coloration on the instructions is slightly different. So then put some of these sandy cream pieces on the side. Probably end up leaving mine the way it is. So I'm going to stick a right angle piece on here, a mini pizza type piece on these corners here. Just find the other one. Stick that bit on here. There's our Sandman's, that's where he's attacking from. It would be nice if the Sandman came with some proper legs as well. Just so you'd have a normal figure. So there have been some custom attempts at this that I have seen in the past. So there we have our Sandman ready to attack. Does look rather cool because it moves around a bit. It does have a very nice attack pose. Now we've got to make the large wheelie bins that go at the back. So we start off with one of these. We are going to do this twice, so I'll do these instructions together. Got the black curve, flat type curve pieces go on the front here. I'll show you this in a minute. Like so. That's the lids. I've made two of those. Then we've got two of these. I'm not sure how these are going to stay on the build, so and you've got to put 4 studs on the bottom. Kind of hoping these are going to connect to the base that comes with the set. Probably not making a little bag for all these little bits that are being made, because I don't want them. Like the fire hydrant doesn't move well if you put it back in the box. Not recommended. So there's our little wheelie bins that go at the back. So now we've got to put some rubbish in them. They put some nice little, they give us a hot dog. This bit's been used in some of the minifigure sets. That goes in one. You've got a couple of cherries as well, different colours. That one there, and that one there. So 2 bits of fruit there, that goes in that one there. Then you've got a couple of cans. It's not Spider-Man cola, but these are quite cool. They've got little like ring pull pieces on them. They go in this bin here. These, we can't really attach them to the base unfortunately, but try and make them flat and attach that nicely. We do seem to have quite a few spare pieces here, so trying to work. I see. I didn't put the base of the bins on before I put those on, so I definitely thought that was weird. So you've got a couple of the yellow 3x2s that go on the base of these first. And that's your actual bin, not the. That looks a lot better than the other ones. So. Do seem to have a spare hot dog and a spare cherry as well, which is quite nice. So I might just stick those in the appropriate bin. I don't really want to lose. I don't want to lose those because they're nice. They're nice little pieces. So these pieces here go on the back around here. They attach to these some studs on the back here, like so. They're nicely attached. We can put Sandman out the front. He has a little attachment here, where Aunt May would normally be walking. I'm not going to move everybody just yet, but I might do for the photo. But so here we have our Daily Bugle so far. I've currently got all the characters sitting inside at the moment. You can stick Aunt May on the sidewalk here. We'll pull her out for a minute. See what. She's about to be menaced by Marco Flint, and fortunately Matt Murdock is hanging around outside waiting just to get involved. Right, so you have Frank Castle still sitting on the desk, which probably isn't. I don't think Frank Castle would be sitting there, but I think if he's got Carnage to contend with, I think that'll keep him happy for a while. And anyone who thinks Frank Castle couldn't deal with Carnage needs to read Venom Funeral Pyre, and you will see it's like Venom versus Punisher, and the Punisher managed to hold his own against Venom, so using brains rather than brawn. So here we have our Daily Bugle so far. We have all our characters sitting in there. We'll leave them all in here for the time being. Sandman doesn't want to stay on there. So there we go. There's our Daily Bugle so far. And we've got Barney, the cab driver. We'll have him coming up the alleyway here. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, do feel free to like, share and subscribe. If you have any comments or feedback, do feel free to leave it at the end of the video, and I'll try to give you a mention of one of my upcoming videos. I am a bit behind on uploading at the moment, so it might be a bit further along the line, and I do apologise for that. I'd like to thank my regular subscribers from YouTube and Instagram. Thank you very much for your continued support, and I hope it continues. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, if you'd like to follow me I'm on Instagram and YouTube. Stay safe, keep building, and make mine marvel. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you on my next video.